Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on KREM 2 News First at 4. I'm Tom Sherry.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Whitney Ward. We begin tonight as 7 members of the Spokane Health Advisory Council have now resigned. In a letter, they say their decision is based on Administrator Amelia Clark's actions relating to the firing of former health officer Dr. Bob Lutz. The council advised the health officer of the Spokane Regional Health District. Today, one member shared their concerns with Clark that led to that resignation.
In their online board meeting, Ms. Clark referenced me and something that I said without checking with me in advance to say she was going to do that, and using that as part of a reason to fire Dr. Bob Lutz is something that I felt at the time and I continue to feel is professionally reprehensible.
Amelia Clark is scheduled to meet with the Advisory Council tomorrow. She's expected also to introduce interim Spokane Health Officer Dr. Frank Velasquez. The council is made up of 14 members, which include the health officer. And coming up tonight at 5, we'll hear more from the former member and share the next steps to fill those now vacant positions.
And today, Spokane Regional Health District is reporting 366 new COVID-19 cases. 603 cases were reported over the weekend. There are 7 new deaths that were reported today, and 96 Spokane County residents are in the hospital.
And COVID hospitalizations continue to surge as well across Spokane County. And as a result, some elective surgeries are still being postponed. Today, a Providence spokesperson told me that bed capacity is low, but staff is their other main concern, adding that our hospitals do not have unlimited capacity. They said we are concerned with the potential fallout of Thanksgiving gatherings. They say if we see an impact from the holiday, it will come soon. And hospital leaders at Sacred Heart and Holy Family say they're mostly delaying procedures that require a hospital stay. They say that's simply because critical care beds need to stay available for the sickest patients. But each case is being decided right now on a case-by-case basis. Doctors are pleading, though, with the community to continue following safety guidelines like wearing masks and not gathering with people outside of your own home. They said they're already anticipating a very challenging winter and that everyone has a role to play.
Well, the latest predictions from health experts are painting a grim picture of the coronavirus's progression here in Spokane County. Researchers with Policy Lab at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia are projecting that COVID-19 cases in Spokane, Portland, Seattle, and surrounding areas would double over the next month. Just in the past month, the SRHD has reported 4 days where coronavirus cases spiked above 400. Based on Policy Lab's projections, Spokane County could see days with spikes of 800 to 1,000 new COVID-19 cases. And according to Policy Lab, about 10 to 20% of those who contract COVID actually have to be hospitalized. 15 to 20% of those patients could require stays in the ICU and require the use of ventilators. For example, if there are 500 cases of coronavirus reported in the county, it's possible at least 50 to 75 of those people would need to go to the hospital. We did talk to the Policy Lab director about the risk of putting pressure on Spokane area hospitals.
So when you double, that also means that you're doubling the number of daily admissions and the number of people who are requiring intensive care. And eventually, if that pace is sustained and it continues to grow, you overwhelm your hospitals.
Well, right now, that important care is critical care beds, the amount that are available. Last week, Spokane hospitals began delaying some elective surgeries, especially the ones that require a hospital stay. The hospitals will review each surgery and patient need on a case-by-case basis. They say they're going to be working with patients to reschedule procedures if they need to do that.
Today, 2 new drive-through coronavirus testing sites are officially open. In Spokane, Chaz Health opened a drive-through at the Spokane Arena. That site is going to be open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
So people who can be tested at this location include folks that have symptoms or have had direct exposure with someone with COVID or who work in a nursing home. Wait times can be up to 3 hours long. So to make things go faster, you want to fill out the paperwork online before you arrive. You'll receive your results in 1 to 3 days. The new site will help streamline testing in the city due to increased volumes and, of course, fixed capacity.
We've certainly seen an increase in demand for testing, and we anticipate that to continue until vaccines are widely available for individuals. We're just encouraging anybody who either has symptoms or has been directly exposed to someone with symptoms that they come on down and get tested.
And in Moscow, Idaho, Gritman Medical Center opened a new drive-through as well today. That's located across Highway 95 and Jackson Street from the hospital's main campus. The new site will offer testing for COVID as well as strep throat, and it too will be open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. though on Monday through Friday, and then 10 a.m. to 4 on the weekend. You do have to have a doctor's order though in order to get tested at that site. Those results will take about 3 days to come in, if not more. The results will then be available on Gritman's patient portal. All right, let's talk about weather. We certainly had a foggy weekend. You can still kind of see it trying to linger around. It never really went didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
What do we have to expect? Is it going to clear up anytime soon?
Well, I think we might get a little clearing at times tomorrow, and then we're going to settle in, I think, later in the weekend to kind of a rain, snow, on again, off again kind of mix. That air quality advisory in effect through tomorrow morning. And Whitney, that's why I think we might see a little clearing at times tomorrow. We've got a little disturbance moving in that might mix up the lower levels of the atmosphere. But by the way, so far, air quality is moderate. AQI right now is at 64, so that's good news there. Temperatures are at 31 degrees in Spokane. Not much in the wind department, as you can see, out of the northeast now at 3 miles per hour. There's the cloud cover that's pushing through the area. Look at the wet weather over in Vancouver Island, northwestern Washington State. That moisture is headed our way. We could actually even see some rain late tomorrow night. And I'm talking rain, not snow, at least to begin with. So we'll look for an overnight low of 29 degrees with those low clouds. Mostly cloudy skies tomorrow, and as I mentioned before, some of that late evening rain. Should warm temperatures, though, close to 40 degrees. Looking for a high of 39. For the weekend, I've got a chance of snow showers on Saturday and maybe a rain-snow mix on Sunday. High temperatures in the mid to upper 30s.
All right, Tom, thank you. Spokane's regional leaders are sitting on a nearly $3 million grant from the state to fund a shelter for homeless young adults. Today, the Spokane City Council is meeting to discuss Mayor Nadine Woodward's resistance, they say, to building the shelter in the downtown Spokane area. Mayor Woodward believes that homeless services is a more regional need. She's concerned, she said, about the dense concentration of services in the downtown core and would prefer the new shelter be built elsewhere. The City Council has proposed a resolution that would call on Mayor Woodward to change her position. The 3-year grant expires at the end of 2020 unless elected leaders can agree on a plan. City Council is expected to meet at 6 tonight.
And today, Gonzaga will host a town hall webinar to address those Zoom attacks on the school's Black Student Union. Back in early November, you may remember that Gonzaga's Black Student Union held a virtual Zoom meeting when unknown people joined the meeting and started attacking students with racist language. It's still unknown who those folks were that hacked that meeting. The FBI and Spokane Police Department are still investigating that incident. Tonight's town hall will address the incident as well as address broader issues of race, diversity, and inclusion on campus. The virtual meeting is happening from 5:30 this evening until 7. And the holiday season is in full swing, and this year Christmas lights decorating has been taken to a whole new level. Coming up after the break, a light show you won't want to miss.